Hey scholars, this is Mr. Pasillas, your fourth grade STEM teacher, and today we're going to go over your Monday, May 4th assignment. The first thing you're going to do is look at your notice and wonder. You're going to look at this picture and you're going to read this uh, paragraph, and you're going to ask yourself, what do you notice and what do you wonder? And then you're going to think of a question that you want to answer. So let me go ahead and start reading it for you guys. It says, Anna's family is taking a trip to the Outer Banks. The beach house is 1/4 of a mile from the ocean. Sahar walks to and from the beach every day for 5 days. So I want you to picture this. So Sahar's walking from her house down to the beach, and that's 1/4 of a mile. And she has to walk back. Think about what you think the question is, and then I want you to solve it using a model or strategy. And tell me how you solved that question in your Flipgrid today. Let's go ahead and move forward to our problem set for Engage New York. The first question you have is to draw a tape diagram to show the following is true. So if we're drawing a tape diagram, it's going to look something like this. And we need to do 8/5. So 8/5, if we're doing, if we need 8 pieces, 8 units, then we need to make 7 lines. So let me go ahead and start making 7 lines on here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and within each of those units, we're gonna do um, fifths, right? So 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8/5. So that matches that, right? But is that the same thing as saying 4 times 2/5? Well, let's take out our 2/5 and see what that looks like. So that's going to be 2/5. This will be 2/5. This will be 2/5. This will be 2/5. Do we have 4 2/5? Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 2/5. So that's the same thing as saying 4 times 2/5. So we have 4 groups of 2/5. So we know that this is true. I'm going to show you how you can multiply a fraction 3 different ways. So let's go ahead and we'll do the same one. We're going to do 4 times 2/5. And I'm going to first start off with repeated addition. So that's basically doing 2/5 plus 2/5 plus 2/5 plus 2/5. We need 4 2/5, right? And if we're doing repeated addition, when we add fractions, do we add the bottom number? No, we keep it the same, right? The denominator stays the same. So the 5 we already know is a 5. So it's in fifths. We have to add the tops. So we can add 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So our answer is 8/5. We can also do that with models, and that would look something like we have to make these into, we need 4 2/5, right? So we got to make these into fifths. So we got to do 4 lines. 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You got to do it on all of them. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 pieces, so that gives us our fifths, and we need to shade them in. They need to be 2/5, right? So that's 1/5, 2/5, 1/5, 2/5, 1/5, 2/5, 1/5, 2/5. And when we put them all together and we count all the fifths up, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and the denominator stays the same, so it's still 8/5. Then lastly, we can use standard algorithm. And again, our denominator, even though we're multiplying, is still going to stay the same. So our denominator is going to be 5. And then we just multiply our whole number to our numerator. So we multiply those two. 4 times 2 is 8. So we still get 8 fifths. So those are 4 different strategies to solve multiplying a fraction by a whole number. Solve the rest of them. If you still have questions, join our call at 2:30, and I will see you then. See you later, guys. Bye.